This message is to those not affiliated with a major party in Connecticut, and in particular is to those who lean libertarian. And it's a message of optimism, which you might think kind of strange. The Libertarian Party in Connecticut hardly ever fields candidates, and when they do, the vote totals are very low. No media coverage, and of late, not even candidates running for big offices. At the national level, probably even worse. The leadership is decrepit. But why am I optimistic? It's because Republicans in Connecticut are a wreck, and thus this is an opportunistic time. The LPCT now has the best opportunity to make significant gains. With 36, by my count, Senate and Assembly seats that went unchallenged by Republicans in both of 22 and 24, with many Republicans who did run last year defeated and not willing to run again, with some would-be candidates afraid to make an effort. I'll lose, or I'll be called a racist. And with 42% of Connecticut voters no longer registered with either major party, Libertarians simply need candidates who will take a very short step into the breach. Short step. Ballot access, very easy for getting signatures, typically 50 or fewer needed in an uncompetitive district. As for those dual fears, let me address them for Libertarians. I'll lose, says the Republican. Okay, probably true. For the Libertarian, that's irrelevant. Getting 10% to 49% of the vote is a win for us. Look, 20%, if it were statewide, makes you a major party. Even 10% in any district makes our future candidates ones to be reckoned with. All right, how about I'll be called a racist? Well, coming from wacky progressives, racist is a meaningless word. 10 years ago, that was searing. It's now so overused and so inaptly used that it's very easy to combat. If my words are racist, what do you call the anti-black policies of Democrats? The deliberately bad government-run schools, the student loan forgiveness program that applies 95% for whites, Social Security, totally unfair to African Americans. Black longevity is significantly below that of whites. Green New Deal advantages only privileged people, but that's your party putting it forth. And then defund the police, which makes marginal neighborhoods more perilous. Those are racist policies. Shut up. It is rare. It's a rare Republican who cites more than 2 of the above riposts. But we know this. For the rare Republicans who can and stand strong with these riposts and more, well, let's welcome them to our team. Be effusive. Many of us started as Republicans, okay? We turned away a little bit earlier than some. We need to welcome the newcomers. Conservative Republican candidates have seen themselves imperiled. I mean, they have less and less proportional funding, probably than ever before in their party's history. They have fewer and fewer volunteers. They have far less media attention than ever in their history. I'm talking about in the Northeast. I know they're robust in the South and some of the West. Their once solid channels here for broadcasting, that's now on a nearly extinct thing called AM radio that reaches very few viewers, listeners, and even fewer new voters than ever before. So we might feel for them. I do. And we can ally ourselves with the remnant of the Republicans. But by stepping into the breach that they are leaving, we can now return Connecticut to a place of happiness and prosperity. Collectively, with those Republicans who do get elected, we could be a major. We could be the majority party, I think, by 2028. 2026, double-digit returns in a lot of CGA districts is a good enough victory. Oh, who is we? We have a backing, no matter who the candidates are. We have an intellectual base that all independent candidates can refer to, that at times can make replies for them. And unless the situation begs otherwise, we steer our answers to success with independent voters. Who is we continued? I'd say the candidates would be liberty-minded voters and candidates who step in. We are finally a party. We're loose-knit, but we share one core belief, and that is that the two major parties are not serving us well. They serve a few who are on the inside. We are candidates for the outs. We're a coalition of the outs. We're independent for now. That's the largest political affiliation in Connecticut, and thus it is ripe for success. I'm Mark Stewart.